men being the provider and protector. So
But what do men get? So that leads to kind of the bigger picture here is
they get to go on a date with an attractive girl.
What duties do women have to men? What do men get out of them being traditional? Like, what do we get out of that?
Well, I feel that your question is more focused on long-term relationships because you are focused more on the traditional things such as caretaking and housekeeping that maybe aren't going to happen on your first date unless you invite the girl over to go do your laundry and clean your underwear. Or bowing, for example. I think you're trying to equate these two things that are different because let's say you're kind of hyper focusing on how men have to put this monetary and financial value down to go on a date with a woman, and all a woman has to do is bow. But obviously one of these things is related to money. One of these things is almost related to respect and some sort of power play. Because I think some women might not want to bow to you because, yes, again, it's just reinforcing this submissive version of themselves. Like they're being submissive to you when they bow to you, and that may not be every woman's cup of tea. I don't know. I feel like they're not necessarily equal. I'm sorry if that wasn't super clear. I'm still figuring my own thoughts out.
Not equal. Like the bow is not worse, but it's
I feel
more?
like you're trying to equate money with the bowing, and the bowing I think is more nuanced than something as simple as 2 hours of labor.
Yeah, I don't think that that's simple necessarily. What it is, in the grand scheme of things, it's simple, but it's far less simple than a woman simply doing a bow.
Right.
It's super easy. It doesn't cost you anything. Anybody can do it.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. I think that in society, men paying for dates is more common than women bowing to men.
Yes, I agree.
So I think for that reason.
Right. So I think you're stuck on the cultural
I am. I'm trying to wrap my head around
oddness
it.
of it.
Yeah.
If there was some other thing, though, that is more of a cultural norm,
right,
but does manifest itself through female submissiveness, what would that be?
I'm trying to think of an example. Do you ladies have any?
How about
examples?
this?
Make a sandwich.
How about this? This may not occur on the first date, but
like making you food, maybe?
Yeah, so it's maybe the first time she's coming over to the house ever, whether that's the second date, third date, further down, whatever it is. And I ask her, well, I'd hope she just took it upon herself to do this. I mean, it could be the laundry. Women should just walk into the laundry room. I'm telling you, ladies, I know you're going to fucking hate this. I know the feminist mind virus has plagued you. The first time you go to a dude's house, don't rush to his bedroom. Rush to his laundry room.
You don't think some men would find that odd?
They
I think
would
I would find it odd, and
they
I
would
am
find
a
it
woman,
odd
so what do I know? But
they would find it odd in the sense that they've never had that experience, and it would be kind of perhaps could be deemed quirky. But how could it? I don't think most men are going to view it as a negative. If you were like, oh, hey, oh, nice place. Give me where's your laundry room? Do you have any laundry I can do?
could I do a load for you really quick?
Yeah, perfect.
Is that a green
Instead
flag?
of taking a load,
That is a green flag. I would
of
say that's a green
laundry.
flag.
Instead of taking a load,
Interesting.
do a load of laundry.
I
Because
think
look, a lot of girls are willing to take a load.
true.
Not as many women are willing to do
yeah.
a load
Put that on a shirt.
of laundry.
Patent that.
Actually,
Patent that.
I
Quick.
think-
really
Quick
all
room.
right.
I think, you gotta, especially if you're dealing with a guy who has a lot of options, you gotta set yourself apart because pussy, a guy who's attractive like that, that's not gonna make you stand out. Like that, you gotta bring more to the table than just sex.
Yeah.
And so how are
A
you gonna
big
do
labia won't do it for you. What
Big
if she has like
labia-
the fattest labia you've ever seen, but she's not going to
Guinness-
do your laundry?
Guinness World, it has to be.
Guinness
she would
World
have to have-
Record breaking, like the fucking
Sure.
TMZ won't leave her alone.
Sure, okay. If she has a Guinness World Record labia, the bow won't be a deal breaker in that circumstance.
Okay.
Anyways, back to my point. I think if I'm telling you, I'm giving you game, you don't want to hear it because
I'm listening.
No, not you necessarily.
Okay,
You seem
the world.
You seem pretty open-minded. I don't know if you're going to agree at the end of the day, and that's fine. But you've been a good sport with everything. But I'm telling you, these small little things that take a little effort, I know you're going to feel kind of cringe doing it, but it will make the guy like you more. And some people are going to say, oh, you don't want to be a pick-me. I'm telling you, you do these small little gestures that don't really take much work, don't take much effort. And the guy is going to be like, if your goal is to get if you just want to fuck the guy, then whatever, who cares? Is that what you really want, though?
Yes.
If you want the guy doing these small little things will set you apart. And look, there's certain things I think to myself, like for the perfect woman, or like a really amazing woman, there are certain things I'm willing to compromise on.
Like
Right.
what?
Shit. I mean, I'm not going to go into that, but there's certain things. Anyways, good talk.
So why are you being so sneaky?
You can't leave us hanging like
All
that.
right, oh my
Cryptic.
God. No,
I need at least one little
I'm not going to
bit
go
of
into
tea.
it, but okay, well, here, I'll give the example. This is even crazier from the guy's perspective. I would, for the perfect woman, I would do a bow. And that's a big L from a dude
Oh,
to
interesting.
do a bow to a woman.
Yeah, I did not expect.
But like for the perfect woman,
yeah.
I'll even, fuck it, why not? But in my head, I'm like, okay, the perfect woman is like a trillionaire and like...
Trillionaire?
Trillionaire. Like
Oh.
physically,
Oh.
everything about her is my type. Personality, everything about her is my type.
Yeah.
I'm never going to ever encounter this in real life.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I'll do a fucking bow once a day. Why not?
What about your
I'll do
future
it.
wife?
Future
Would you
wife?
want your potential prospect to be looking up your house on Zillow before meeting you?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
fuck?
like finding the
Where's-
layout of your home so she can get to the laundry room.
Oh, right.
That's
yeah,
so
you mentioned
funny.
that last
That's
time.
insane.
You mentioned that last time. Sure. Okay, yes. Yeah. Check. Yeah.
Write that down, you guys.
Yeah, write that
If
down.
anyone's plotting, you can
But
start
you know,
there.
I think here maybe so do the laundry, clean, cook. No, you don't like any of this. You don't like these ideas.
I feel like if I'm going on a first date, I feel like if I'm going on a first date or anything, like, what is the guy expecting of me after that date? Because I have a friend that goes on a lot of dates, and every time he pays, he gets upset if the girl doesn't give out.
Oh well, I mean, I don't think that.
So I think in
Yeah, I
our
think that's a
generation, a
bad-
lot of guys only want to go on a date if the girl is going to put out at the end of that date. So then there a lot of girls that won't go on the dates in general because they don't want to put out.
Yeah, I mean, I think
They
that's
just
a
want to
bad-
get to know with the person.
Yeah, I think that's like a shitty dynamic for a guy to be like, if I do this, then you should. Like
So
the guy.
what is the?
I think it's.
What is your intention going on that date and spending money on that date?
I just want to clarify one thing on that, though. I don't think it's like. I'm kind of. Well, how do I want to frame this? I think it's okay for the man to want to hook up with you, but if he expects it because he paid for the date and like that manifests itself in behavior
Well, I have
and
a-
he's like trying to guilt trip you and like
Yeah.
he gets all butthurt that you didn't hook up with him,
I have a lot of guy
then
friends
that's wrong.
that complain
that's
after, and they're like, "I went
I
on
can
this
guarantee
date."
you every
That's
woman in this
wrong.
panel has
Yeah.
had that happen to them.
Don't think it's wrong for the
True.
man to have the desire,
Yeah.
but if he has the expectation
You're human.
and he gets bent out of shape if you don't,
Yeah.
that's goofy shit.
It's a shitty
That's
man.
goofy shit.
That's a boy.
and it's gonna
not a
it's
man.
gonna lose you the girl. So yeah, I don't know. Don't do that. I mean, that's the only thing I can
But
say.
how
to
do you
men.
know
Don't-
when
that, guys.
a guy is going to be that type of guy?
Well, I suppose you.
On the date.
Won't.
I feel like you got to find out.
kinda won't.
Unfortunately,
I mean, there's probably some tells, some indicators. But okay, final thing on the bow, then we have to move it on to a new topic. Will you bow for the perfect guy?
No.
No. I forgot who said no, who said yes.
I said I'd have a conversation,
You'd
but
have the combo?
I'm likely to lean no.
But you said you want the guy to pay for the first date, right?
I do, and
What if the guy says, listen, I'm open to paying for the first date, but I want to have a conversation with you about it first? How would you feel about that?
I think it's because paying for the first date as a man is more accepted in the social norm, whereas bowing isn't. That's where I'm hesitant to the bowing. So I think that's like some bullshit. You should pay for the first date.
So my perspective on the bow, I personally think, I think it is a sign of respect, but I think it's also kind of a playful thing.
Okay.
Like if she's kind of giggling while
you
she's
sure?
doing it. Yeah.
You don't want her to be like locked the hell in and like, you know, really.
Oh, I mean, that's
respectful
good
about
too. That's
What do
good
you
too.
prefer though? Really think about it. What do you want?
I want her to do the bow.
Okay.
If she giggles while she does it, I'm not bent out of shape over it.
Okay. I didn't know how serious this was. Because it is a serious thing.
No, I don't think my approach to it is it could, like if she wants to take it seriously, I don't want her to do it in a mocking way, like I'm doing this begrudgingly.
Right.
But
You
if
want her to
she's
have
doing
fun
it-
with it, maybe?
Right.
Okay.
She can if she
Okay.
wants to, or if she wants
Or
to
she
take it
can-
more seriously, like then
One or the
that's
other.
good too.
Heard.
Perfect guy. Would you bow for the perfect guy? Perfect guy is he exact looks, all your looks requirements, all your personality requirements, loyal, will never cheat, billionaire. That's the perfect guy. Won't bow for the perfect guy.
It's like if I couldn't
Won't bow?
have him unless I bowed, then okay, I'd bow.
Yes, that is the
Then
you must
I'd
bow for.
Everyone would bow. You're lying if you said you wouldn't bow, or you hate your life. It's one of the two. I would bow.
Would you bow for the sex worker dude who you're giving blowies to?
Are you saying that's her dream guy?
No.
That's her dream.
I don't think so. I mean, you wouldn't do it? Wait, I have a question for you. If a company, you do modeling, right? Or you said you do modeling?
For certain brands, yeah.
Okay. What if I don't know, what's a fucking, hold on, guys, I know, sorry, I'm going to get to the TTSs in just a sec. I see a couple TTSs coming through. I know you guys are probably waiting for them. I apologize for the delay. Going to get them in just a sec. I don't know, some big modeling company or some maybe fuck it.
American
Walmart goes full retard, and they want to hire you to work at Walmart 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, but they're going to pay you $10 million a year to do it. All you have to do is just do a little bow to all the guests that walk through. That's it. You're a greeter. That gets paid $10 million a year. No offense to you, no offense to anybody at this table, probably even myself. Well, yeah, even myself. We'll see. Probably nobody here is going to be making $10 million a year. No offense, anybody. Probably not going to happen.
Okay.
I mean, some of you might say, speak for yourself. Anyways, would you take that job?
How long am I doing that job for?
Oh, I mean, it could be as maybe you're like, you know what, I can live off of 10 mil, so I'll do it for a year.
Yeah. Because it's a greeter. It's their way of greeting.
But
it's
so
not
here's where I'm
a
confused
form of
now.
like submitting to your partner. Like if you said,
You're
oh,
submitting
giving,
to your employer instead.
I think that's more of just the way they're asking me to greet their guests. And every employer has different ways of greeting guests. Like I've worked at an amusement park
Sure.
and had weird asks for me to like greet the guests. I've worked at
Have you ever
in retail
been
where
like a character in like a what are the suits called? A mascot suit?
no, I'm not short enough.
Okay. What kind of jobs have you had? Like, have you ever worked retail? Have you worked at a restaurant?
I worked in retail for the past 2 years. I was a personal stylist.
Right.
I worked at an amusement park in 3 different jobs.
What was the amusement park job?
I did ride photo. I did front gate photography. I did food service.
Food service. And in the food service job, did that ever involve cleaning?
Yeah.
And did it ever involve like taking orders from customers? You know, like,
Of course.
Okay, what can I get you? Hey, how's your day going?
Yeah.
Can I get you some more water?
Yeah.
I'm not mocking your voice. That's just my girl voice.
No, I get it.
And then you had a boss who would say, show up at this time.
Yeah.
You had a boss that said, go over there, do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes were they mean to you? Have you ever had a bad boss?
Not mean in that way.
Okay.
No.
But you've had a boss who gave you
Direction.
orders,
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
Yeah.
How much did you get paid for that job?
At the
$20.
amusement park,
Yeah.
$5 an hour. It was in
is that legal?
Pennsylvania.
Goddamn,
Is it Hershey Park?
Whoa.
$5 an hour?
Yes.
Was that like 15 years ago, a while ago?
Shit.
No,
That's still their minimum wage.
it's $7.25 is the minimum wage in Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania's
currently.
fucked.
How'd you got paid? How'd you get paid
yeah.
$5?
Forgot
Did you
about
make
that.
Because
tip?
I was under 16.
Oh, so they exploited you.
But so just back to this though.
Been there.
So it's interesting to me though.
Tough.
So I gave you the opportunity to do a bow once a day for your perfect man. And this perfect man could be a billionaire to the point where you're set up for life if you're with him. And I assume you'd want to stay with him for life because he's the perfect guy, right?
My perfect guy wouldn't make me do that.
Well, it's perfect but this, right?
Yeah.
So like perfect but I don't know. It could be anything. Like they're perfect, but I prefer brunettes, but they have blonde hair. Like everything else about them is perfect, but X thing. So it's interesting to me. You'll do like this. You worked for $5 an hour,
Yeah.
and you were submissive to your employer for $5 an hour. But you could be with a guy who asks one thing of you, just this one thing, that's way easier than all the things you had to do at that job, but you won't do it.
Because it's
Why?
the meaning behind that one thing. It kind of devalues me
agree.
as
you
a
think
person.
you think being a wage
I
slave
agree.
for a giga corporation is not? You don't think that is worse? I don't know.
I mean, when I was 15 years old, and that's the only place I can get a job because I'm literally 15 years old,
well, yeah, I'm not.
why would I not take a job I can have?
That's not really in dispute here. What's in dispute is now you're 25.
and I
I'm-
don't do those jobs anymore.
Sure, but I'm presenting to you a hypothetical.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not sure even the jobs you currently take, there's somebody who's directing you, somebody who's telling you to do X, Y, Z. Is that fair?
In the current job I have, no. I work for myself.
What do you do for work?
Social media, content creation,
You have
and brand
clients?
marketing.
You have
Yes.
clients? Okay, your
but I'm
clients say
telling them
do-
what to do.
Okay, so you're consulting or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, you have had experience though,
Yes.
working some shitty
Yeah.
job. I get that you don't do it now. You did do those jobs. You would in the future do a job where somebody was giving you orders to do something if it paid like $10 million a year, as a crazy example, working at Walmart, literally doing the thing that you won't do for your perfect guy.
Because the value is different. Like getting paid to do something is different than my partner asking me to submit to him. Like if he's asking me for a kiss on the cheek every day, like greeting him when he gets home from work, okay, that's different than a bow.
It's just it's emblematic of the unwillingness for women to do an even harmless, benign ask because of the determination that it's
'Cause
submissive.
I think it's devaluing me as a human. It's like, okay, usually if like somebody's going to bow to you, it's like they're your
Perfect.
servant.
This brings us to our next
I'm
point.
not their servant.
Would you want a guy to be willing? You want a guy to protect you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it devalues men that women want men to die for them. So how does this work out? Even the sidewalk rule, observing the sidewalk rule, women want men to walk closer to the street. So the entailment of that is if a car comes like barreling down the road and I don't know, goes whatever, they're drunk or fucking tire blows, whatever, he's more likely to take the blow from the car and die or be injured than the woman. That's kind of where this stems from. That's the originate. Well, not totally the origination. It goes further back, like streets were dirty, so I don't know, whatever. Fucking
I think
horses and shit. Oh, what?
I was gonna say I think the difference between that and the situation is that men want to do that. I've talked to a lot of men that want to die for
it's
their family.
I love it.
Yes.
Men
No, yeah,
want to do.
No.
Men want.
They
but
want to be protectors. They want to be.
Do you not feel any
Providers.
instinctual almost desire to protect your woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
I think that's what you're
Absolutely.
saying, basically.
But
Yeah.
women have an expectation on men that men do fulfill that role. And I think if the expectation on men is you have to be willing to die for me. You better be willing to fucking bow for me. If you have an expectation that I have to fucking die, that's way crazier. That's a way bigger ask. Way bigger ask. But yeah, of course, I want to protect. I'll protect my girl. Shit, I remember a couple years back, I was kicking it with my girl, and there was a raccoon, and she was scared of the fucking raccoon, and I fucking. I'm not going to go into detail. But I took care of the raccoon.
Oh, shoot, you killed it.
No, I didn't say I killed it.
It was dealt
I
with.
took care. It was
Off
dealt
the
with.
record.
I made it. No. I made it an offer it couldn't refuse.
Oh.
The raccoon was being aggressive. I didn't want the raccoon to give my fucking girlfriend rabies.
Yeah, probably rabid. Yeah.
So raccoon
found
put
a
you in a
horse.
self-defense situation.
And I dealt with it.
Good.
But I put myself at risk.
Okay.
You
I
did.
could have. Raccoons can fuck somebody up.
Oh, they can. They're not playing.
Okay, I have a
Yeah.
question for
bites
you
you.
because I think this might clear something up.
Yeah, let's clear it up.
Okay, would you rather die in combat or protecting your family, or would you rather die? I don't know. I need another scenario. Die. I don't know, by
Choking
falling
on
down
a
the stairs.
sandwich.
Yeah, choking on a sandwich.
Protecting my
die with
family.
honor.
Combat.
is
Wait,
the
protect-
question.
Protecting my family.
Based.
Valor.
Yeah.
Because it's like you want
Die
the
with
valor, you
honor.
want that like.
No, but I'd
yeah,
rather-
I fucking
I'd-
die for
if-
my
Die
family.
in honor.
Would
of
ideally
course.
not like to die.
But if it's between,
Of course, obviously. But
you
if
had
you
the
have the
choice.
choice, and obviously you would choose combat because you want that recognition.
no, I wouldn't. What? No, I would not pick combat. What?
You wouldn't want to die out in like a shootout and like be like, yeah, I'm the fucking man. I protected my family.
No, no,
like
no, no,
that's
hold on.
fucking cool.
No,
I thought you would want to die.
I thought you put them together.
Stop. Hold on. The original comparison was, would you rather die protecting your family or die at war?
No.
If it's between the two, I would much rather die protecting my family than in some war.
No.
Yeah.
It was either or, and then that situation, or would you like rather die falling down the stairs, choking on a sandwich or something? That was the.
Well, I think
I don't
even-
think you thought that question.
I think
line of
even-
questioning
Maybe I
through.
didn't.
I think even
but-
those two, like there's a big difference. Obviously, you're dying for honor in both of the
Yeah.
scenario, but you're making a larger, closer impact when you're dying for your family versus dying for a country per se. And not all our wars are totally justified. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Why? Look, I guess y'all want a protector, and the ultimate potential manifestation of a man being a protector is to die protecting you, and you can't hit a bow. The fuck?
I can't argue that. I mean, it is the ultimate sacrifice. Yeah. I'm bowing.
Good W.
And I said that I would. So
Yeah, some of the people here said no. I still don't get the Walmart thing though. That's my confusion.
Because I'm
Okay.
getting paid.
You're getting, but if you're with the billionaire, like somebody who's a billionaire, that's
I
a
don't
lot more
work
than.
for them. I'm their partner.
Yeah, but if you're perfect
That's why
guy,
I said, are you looking for an assistant or a girlfriend?
are you looking for a boyfriend or a father?
bodyguard.
A bodyguard. I'm not. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Are you looking for a husband, a boyfriend, or a bodyguard?
I don't it's like I just want a partner. I want a friendship. I want somebody to grow with me.
Are you looking for a boyfriend or an ATM machine? Are you looking for a boyfriend
A
or a
boyfriend.
pay pig?
I don't care about money. I support myself.
You definitely care about money.
I mean, you said you want a guy to pay for first dates and be a provider.
I'm financially independent.
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
need
date
a
a guy
man.
who makes-
I want a man. I don't need a man.
You date a guy
There's
who
a
works at
difference.
McDonald's or doesn't have a job?
I have.
you'd be fine with
Is that your
going
preference?
forward.
I would values. I want a man that has drive and motivation and wants a career for himself. But I don't expect his career to be
show.
rich.
All
I
right.
don't need a man to be rich.
Do you want to be the breadwinner?
No, I don't need to be the breadwinner.
Do you? I don't know if you're realizing how circular and
Yeah,
how
we don't know
completely
what you
fucked
want.
your logic is.
Yeah.
I think. I think your
I don't-
values have not quite fully been defined, and I don't really know.
Because the value is based on the connection I have with that person. I'm not going after money. It's not about that.
You said earlier that you could be like 3-4 dates in with a guy, and that if Mr. Sex Worker Whore comes back and was like, I will commit to you, you'd be like, okay.
I feel like that proves that she doesn't base off of monetary value because this is a guy who is a sex worker.
If he wanted.
I'm just saying, in the argument that you guys are making right now and saying that she believes in more monetary value, I feel like that example does not go with your argument.
Okay. Well, we have a couple chats we got to get through here. We're going to shift off of this topic. Okay. Wait, Oh, Davon, I'm sorry, bro. I apologize for the delay.
Devon Jackson donated $100.
Wait, did I do this one?
What do I get in return? Your fucking bills paid. A man that's willing to die for you. A man that wants to make your life as easy as possible and give you options. It takes a half sec to be. Why fight it?
Thank you, Davon. What do men get in return? What do men get?
Happiness.
You get happiness.
No, it's a lot of stress. A lot of stress.
For the women?
For the guys.
Or for the guy?
For the
To
guys.
deal with a woman?
Yeah, but
Oh,
women
okay.
get stressed out too
Some-based, I guess.
innately, but it's all stressful. But
It's all supposed to be
W.
about love.
But you get that too.
Yeah.
So, but there's one direction in which the protecting and the providing goes. So what's the one direction that women give to men? Not the fucking band.
Giving them children. 'Cause that's the one thing that men can't do.
That is the answer, but she doesn't want to have kids. So what is the one thing?
Doesn't even like kids.
Yeah, what's
terrible.
the one thing, the one direction? One direction, not the fucking band. The one thing that, by the way, Davon, I'm sorry your TTS took so long. If you send in a 10, we'll treat it as a read. If you want, you don't have to, but we'll give you a sort of freebie kind of if you want to send in. What do men get one directionally?
I'm not sure.
Protect me, be my security guard, be my ATM machine, provide. What do men get? What duties do women have to men?
To be there for them.
But that goes the other way
Yeah,
too.
it does. But a girl doesn't have to do that for all men. Like, girls choose to do that.
Right.
But a guy
men
can
don't
stay
have
with
to-
a girl just because she's pretty or just because she's young. A lot of guys just pay to be with women.
That's so.
I agree. So here's where I guess I agree. Men are getting ripped off. Men are not getting a fair deal. So I agree that like a woman
So
could
if
be...
a woman is doing the respect, the loving, the caring for that man, why is that not a fair trade-off when he could just pay for a girl that doesn't care about him?
I'm not really following.
You're asking for an assistant. Does she actually care?
You're
or
asking
does
for a security guard and an ATM machine.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You want a guy to protect and provide.
Yeah.
men are really good at admitting how they can sacrifice. I notice they're really good at communicating that, but women have such a hard time discussing what they can sacrifice.
What do women What do women bring to the table?
Usually what we're
Anybody?
sacrificing is our I don't know, to some degree, like our ability to, work and make money and all that, but like you're also like raising kids. You're taking
Right.
care of your
That's
home.
a sacrifice. That's a good,
Yeah.
Right.
But
right,
it's a valid one. It is
Absolutely.
a good one. I would gladly like not work for like a decade if like I got to stay home and take care of my home, take care of my kids, take care of my animals, take care of my man,
But women will submit to their employer, but they won't submit to their husbands.
An
That's
employer
what I was saying.
Won't keep you warm. At night.
Exactly. It means nothing.
I think that in, withholding the traditional values of a woman being a caretaker, both, of the house and of the family, I think that in a sense she's sacrificing her autonomy in a way that maybe you aren't as a man, because she cannot, let's say she has a passion, she wants to be a musician or whatever, or she wants to be a doctor. She's focused on those household tasks rather than pursuing that.
You can treat it as a hobby. I enjoy music. I enjoy.
But I'm just saying she wouldn't be able to achieve her career goals if that was her priority. You know,
So I would review that as a privilege, though. The privilege to not have to work. Men don't, unless there's
I hear where you're coming
there's
from.
really rare situations where
Some people do love what they do, though.
so men have really only two scenarios they can ever fall into. They can get into a 50-50 or they can be the primary breadwinner, but it's really rare that a man can ever go into any sort of dating situation with the expectation that the woman is going to take care of everything. I realize that it occasionally happens. I think the
You mean
women
financially?
Yeah, I think the women are typically really dissatisfied with that dynamic. Even boss babes are like, the fuck is this scrub?
Yeah, definitely.
But I kind of think that's a privilege to, like, if you find a guy who's willing to take care of you, that's a privilege to not have to work. Working sucks.
Yeah.
That's a good
Working
It
sucks.
really does
I think it's a difference in values, though, because I will say that I myself, I don't consider myself money motivated. I know plenty of other women who aren't money motivated. I know plenty of struggling artist friends who would choose that life over maybe a more soft and comfortable life, but they're not pursuing their passions per
Right.
se.
Well, then you get into the passion. People can have a choice. I think people can have choices, but I think as a woman, if you're going to start holding men to traditional gender expectations, traditional gender roles, I think look, a lot of women can still get it. You can be a total degenerate modern woman and still get men who are going to pay for dates, be a protector, do all these things. I'm just saying from a bird's eye perspective, looking down at the chessboard, it seems like a pretty raw deal for men. Women continue to reap the benefits of traditional behavior in men, but they won't be traditional women.
Yeah.
Women have completely, revoked isn't the right word. Women have forsaken their traditional roles, but still demand men adhere to theirs. And I think women can still get it, but it's a really raw deal for men. I'm going to let a couple chats come through. Before I do, though, I want to try to get the people who haven't been able to say as much